I want to be able to easily reproduce an angle on the PantoRouter without having to do a lot of setup every time. That angle has to be exact and spot on for production work. So I devised my own jig using a piece of extruded aluminum, the aluminum brackets that came with the PantoRouter, and a part of the centering jig that we have for our PantoRouter. Putting together our dining room chairs poses a set of challenges for us with the angles that we have to produce. When it came time to do the angled brackets for the chair seat, I took a design based off the centering scale fence, which is flippable either for inches or metric and locks your work to the table and allows you to center your work based on the width of your piece. I borrowed the bracket from that to make something that helps me reproduce an angle consistently using a piece of extruded aluminum. I took the brackets that they had and simply drilled a hole in with a drill press, put in a lock and nut to hold them into place. Those are flat against the table. One of those goes in the third bar back, and I have this set in 2 centimeters from the end, which allows me to have the bar at any angle without having it go past the end of the table, and it still supports my work quite well. So no matter what angle I have, it'll be fine. Now, because I can't just pivot this and have something locked in place, the bottom end and the top end have to be able to slide back and forth on here. Depending on how wide my piece is, I need to be able to slide my angle along the table that supports it. The second end fits into the extended bar. I could just put it into the table itself, but putting it into the bar enables me to hold this angle, remove it from the table, use the table for something else, come back and do that same angle again without having to set anything up again. By leaving this attachment slightly loose, it allows free movement and changing of my angle, leaving the top bar locked in place onto my table. For the chair seat corner braces, this is the angle I'm trying to reproduce. Essentially, I want to have this lie on the table so that I can then put tenons on the ends at that angle. So by taking my bevel gauge, I can find the angle that I want to reproduce, and then I'll transfer that to the table using the fence. So this is the angle I want, and I can just slide this fence over until I arrive at the precise angle that I need to reproduce. At that point, I'll lock my angle in and make sure it's exactly where I want it. Once I have this set in place, again carefully ensuring that my bevel gauge is still lined up, lock this tight against the fence, and I can clamp this end down tightly to this part of the fence. And now I'm able to move everything, keeping that same angle, anywhere I need it along the table. Because on my corner bracket, I want my tenon, I'm going to be using a 1-inch tenon, a pair of double 1-inch tenons horizontally to slide into the chair seat rails. I want them off the table a little bit, so I won't be lining it up dead center with this, but I can line it up off the edge. And you can see I can clamp this down and my angle is going to be perfectly matched up. Because I'm transferring my angle with the bevel gauge from my original chair design to the table, I'm not as concerned about how many degrees that is. But if you wanted to check the degrees, you could use a protractor like this and simply line it up along the edge and match your reading every single time and get that same angle lined up.